Picture this. It's December 2025. You've become the 2.0 version of yourself, the person that you always knew you could be. You've achieved everything that you set out to accomplish, from crushing your goals to building habits that have transformed your life, your career, your health, your mindset, and even your relationships. But it's not just about success. You'll feel fulfilled, deeply satisfied with the journey of change that you've committed to. Every step you took this year brought you closer to the person you are today. How did you get here? It's all started with building the right habits. 10 habits that I'm going to share with you. These aren't just ideas. They are the roadmap to reinventing yourself in 2025 and living a life of purpose, productivity, and personal growth. And if you're ready to step into your own transformation and become that version of yourself, the 2.0 version, hit that subscribe button and let's start after this. Now, let's dive into the 10 habits that will help you reinvent your life and become the best version of yourself. Habit number 1, wake up early. Let me be honest with you, I used to be guilty of this. Back when I didn't have the control over my life or a clear sense of purpose, I would wake up at the latest possible time. For example, if my class started at 11 a.m., I would just wake up at 10. Just enough time to get ready quickly and rush out of the door. And here's what changed. I realized that waking up earlier wasn't just about having more time. It was about creating time for myself. It's time to focus on my goals, to work on the things that actually matter. By doing this, I actually have the control over my time and my life, not just reacting to it. Now I wake up at 8 a.m. even though my class still starts at 11. And for the last 2 months, I've been consistently sticking to these systems. Why? Because I made the commitment to myself that this is not for anyone else but is for me. That's the real purpose of waking up early, to take control of your mornings and to put your rocks in your jar first. And here's the philosophy that I want to share with you, the rock and the jar philosophy. Imagine your life is like a jar. The rocks represent your most important priorities, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. The water represents the smaller, less important things, distractions, social media, emails, and so on. Now, if you pour all the water into the jar first, there's no room for the rocks. They just don't fit without overflowing. But if you put the rocks in first, the water can fit around them. The jar holds everything perfectly. And that is the philosophy of the rocks and the jar. Waking up early is your chance to put your rocks in first. It's about focusing your most important goals before the rest of your day fills with distractions. What comes next in your morning? Waking up early is just the first step. What you do with those precious morning hours is even more important. In point number 3 and 5, we're going to talk about 2 powerful habits you can add to your morning routine: reading and journaling. These habits aren't just about productivity. They will help you to clear your mind, set your intentions, and fuel your personal growth. So make sure to stick around until those points. I know waking up early is not for everybody. Somebody might have struggled. Maybe you tried to wake up early but it didn't work. So I've actually made a video that I talk about how you can wake up early. And those videos are over here. Make sure to watch it. And about the rocks and jar philosophy, I have a question for you. What are the rocks in your life? The most important things that you want to focus in 2025? And how will you use your mornings to work on them? Share your thoughts in the comments. Habit number 2, exercise. Your body is the only place that you live in, and that's what allows you to achieve your goals. If you don't take care of your body, who will? That's why I put so much emphasis on exercising. If you can, exercise regularly at least 4 to 5 times a week. Even just a quick 10 to 20 minutes workout at home, it will make a huge difference. Start building those habits now. And I would like to share my personal story. I used to do workout after I finished all my study or homework, so it would be after 5 p.m. But a lot of time I missed that workout session because I'm just too tired for all the things that I've done throughout the day. So what I did differently after that is I switched that to working out in the morning. Like before anything else, I work out, even just 20 minutes workout at home, right? And what I found out is that that is actually more effective because I get to finish this workout before anything else comes to my plate. So that also means no matter how the days goes after that, I know one thing for sure, I did my workout, which I'm proud of. So think about how you can put workout in your schedule. Habit number 3, read books. I have to admit, I was never really a fan of books, but the benefit of reading books is incremental. If you start young, you'll be surprised of how much things that you know, and those knowledge will make huge impact in your life. The faster you develop this habit, the better off you'll be, because the knowledge you gain compounds over time. Think about it. If you spend just 1 hour a day reading, imagine how many books you could finish in a month. Then multiply that over a year and even 5 years. The perspectives and wisdom you will gain from other successful people will completely transform how you think and how you approach life. These are the ideas that you will never encounter in your life if you never read those books. And here's the key. Living by default won't get you where you want to be. So make sure to have reading as your habit. Now here's how I made reading a daily habit. For reading, I stick with this habit every single morning. I usually would pick up a book, something about personal growth or business, and I would spend time reading before I start my day. And this became one of the most important habits in my routine. If you wonder where to start, here are a few books that I would recommend for you to get started. Number 1 is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is a life changer for understanding how to build good habits, especially in the early morning. Second one is The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. This is the perfect guide to building a powerful morning routine that includes reading. The third one is See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar, one of my favorites. It covers everything from building a strong self-image to setting meaningful goals. And remember, just because you finish school or university doesn't mean that your learning should stop. That's the wrong perspective. Your real education begins when you start reading books that challenge you and inspire you. Those books written by people who have succeeded have the power to change your life. So here's a question for you. What is the book that you're excited to pick up? Share in the comments. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to appreciate you. The fact that you are still here watching this video shows that you're committed to improving yourself. That's not something that everybody does. It takes focus and dedication, and I'm proud of you for taking the action. Let's continue. Habit number 4, meditate. I'll be honest, I used to never believe in meditation. It didn't make sense to me and I thought it was just a waste of time. But now I get it. I finally understand what meditation means. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about taking hours a day. It's just about taking a short 10 minutes every day. Here's how I would do it. I usually use a guided meditation and I prefer to do it early in the morning. Why? Because it helps me to start my day with a positive attitude and also clarity. Here's why meditation works. Meditation calms your mind and brings your focus back to your soul. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by all the things life throws at you, meditation helps you focus on what truly matters. When you start your day this way, you don't just react to whatever comes to your way. You are proactive, centered, and in control. And guess what? Meditation is really simple. First, you have to find a comfortable position. Sit down, preferably cross your leg, and have your back straight. Avoid lying down. And you don't want to fall asleep, right? Next, you have to close your eyes and relax. Focus on your breathing. Pay attention to each breath you take in and out. And to make it easy, just use guided meditation. Thanks me later. Now, give it a try the next morning after you wake up. If you can, do it immediately after you watch this video. Okay, now let's move on to the next habit. Habit number 5, journal. This is the fun part, and in fact, it's also one of the most important habits that you can develop. The first thing to know is that there's no right or wrong about journaling. And here's what works for me. Think about journaling as a way to capture your mind on paper. Write down the things that you have in your mind. Your problems, what happened during your day, your aspirations, your dreams, your emotions, everything. Here's the thing. Memories fade, but if you write them down, you'll keep them forever. You can always go back and reflect on those moments. And writing them down while they are fresh helps you capture all the details that might otherwise be forgotten. Journaling is also a great way to process your feelings, whether it's breakup, anger, disappointment, sadness. Writing about it can make you feel better. This is especially helpful when something feels too sensitive to share with others. You can just write it down and keep that to yourself. Later, you can revisit what you wrote and understand why you felt that way. If a similar situation happens again, you'll have the wisdom to respond differently or even more calmly. Journaling helps you learn from your experiences and grow emotionally. Another benefit of journaling is that it becomes your story bank. When you meet people, having stories to tell is a great way to connect, and journaling makes sure that you never runs out of story. Guess what? Story is one thing that most people like to hear. It's never boring. Now you see the benefits. Journaling helps you preserve memories, process emotions, and also connect with others through stories. If you don't have any journal yet, start one on today, you'll thank yourself later. I'm glad that I started journaling since about 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure you will be glad too if you did it. Habit number 6, setting goals. Have you set your goals yet? If you haven't, you should. In fact, I created a video that dives deeper into goal setting, and you can watch it here. The purpose of setting goals is simple: to turn your dream into a reality. A dream without a deadline remains just a dream. A goal, on the other hand, is a dream with a deadline. And that pushes you to focus to achieve it. If you've never set a goal before, start small. Set annual goals. Once you've got the hang of it, you can start to break them down into quarterly goals, weekly goals, and even daily goals. That's what I do now. Every day I have goals. Okay, here's how I approach setting goals. Every day I have my daily goals. I either write them down during the first hour after I wake up, or even better, plan them the night before. When I plan my day in advance, I wake up with a clear purpose and focus. And here's the thing, everything on my list has a purpose. My goal is to follow it as accurately as possible. If something important comes up, like a rare party event that I want to attend, I allow myself the flexibility to actually do it. Because some tasks can be transferred to the next day. And by the end of the day, I evaluate. Did I finish the task? If I did, I will cross it off. Does it matter still to do it? If not, delete it. If it's still important, push it to the next day. That's how by the next day you got something to do already. This system has completely transformed how I approach my time. Before implementing daily goals, I would put tasks into massive to-do lists, which helped but wasn't nearly as effective. Now, I'm more detailed and intentional. For example, I do goal setting every day and I track until to the most detail you could ever think of. I check how much time I spend eating, showering, recording contents, even scrolling on social media. This has made me have the time awareness, and I am more mindful of how I use my day. I no longer waste hours mindlessly watching social media unless it's for a specific purpose. And here's the thing, when you start managing your time like this, you'll realize just how much you can achieve. It's like living by the rocks and the jar philosophy. Always prioritizing the most important task before filling the rest with less important activities. So here's for you. Start setting daily goals today, whether it's tonight before bed or first thing in the morning. You'll be amazed at how much clarity and focus it brings to your life just because you have these daily goals. Habit number 7, self-care. Taking care of yourself is very, very important. It's not just about appearances. It's about showing appreciation to yourself. Self-care can be as simple as taking a shower or keeping yourself clean. And even grooming yourself is part of it too. Try to trim your hair every month, style your eyebrows, shave your beard if you're a man, and if you're a woman, learn how to do makeup. It's about keeping yourself looking clean and polished. Who doesn't like to look at somebody who's polished? I bet you like it too, right? The key here is that self-care is not about for everybody to see. It's not about attracting somebody or something. But when you take care of yourself, people will notice that you are well-groomed, which reflects that you respect yourself and also your life. Also, here's the thing. When you are well-groomed, it also boosts your confidence. You'll feel good internally because you've taken care of the external. It's just one less thing to worry about. And it frees your mind to focus on more important things. And you know, I'm somebody who always like to provide values for you, and I want to make sure it's practical for you. So here's how you can start. You can start using sunscreen to protect your skin daily. You can style your hair in a way that it makes you feel confident. You can start to use hairspray, hair gel, whatever that is that you need. You can start choosing your outfits properly. Don't use all t-shirts and jeans everywhere you go, or just hoodie. That's so boring. I stopped using t-shirts and jeans like 5 years ago. Every time I go out, it's something proper, not just t-shirt. You can also clean your shoes. Make sure that your shoes are clean, especially if you are wearing white shoes like me. Don't make that white shoes become gray shoes, okay? Also, you can use perfume. If you smell good, people will like it, just as simple as it is. I also would like to recommend you to try explore new hairstyle. If you are a girl and you used to have long hair for the longest time, try cutting it short. Okay, so start with small changes and you'll feel different, you'll feel more confidence, and you'll feel good. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge you for something that you did. By watching this video, you are investing in yourself. You basically spend the time towards this video, and time is the most valuable things that you have. Point number 10 is the one that will tie everything together, and make sure to stick until the end. Habit number 8, save money and spend wisely. This is one habit that I wish I had started earlier. Saving money for actually savings. Back then I would think, okay, I'm saving money, but I'll pull those savings to spend on other things. For example, if I'm trying to save for emergency fund, but I would use it to do something for fun. How is that right? The truth is that wasn't saving at all. It was just delayed spending. Saving is an important habit because the alternative is spending. It's the other side of the spectrum. The money you have is either spent or saved. Of course, you need to spend money on important things like your educations, books, seminars, courses that help you grow. But once you've taken care of those, you should focus on saving instead of buying the things that you don't really need. How many times have you bought something only to lose interest after a week or even earlier and then you regret the purchase? Think about how much more you could have in your account and how you could have invested that money instead. Here's the mindset shift that changed everything for me. Treat saving like an expense. When you spend money on something, you stop thinking about it because it's gone. Apply the same idea into saving. Once you save that money, act like it doesn't exist. Don't save to just spend later. Instead, save consistently until one day you look at your account and realize you have so much that you don't even know what to do with it. Before you buy anything, ask yourself this one question. Is this something I need or something I want? If you don't need it, guess what? Don't buy it. If it's a want, will it bring long-term benefits? Okay, if the answer is no, don't buy it. You know it will end up in the trash anyways. Building the habit of mindful spending and saving early will set you up for financial stability and freedom in the future. Make sure to develop that habit now. Clean and organize. Trust me, it's so much better to live, work, and study in a place that's organized and clean than it is in a messy room. A messy room can be overwhelming unless there's a reason for it. Maybe, for example, you are in the middle of a busy project, so messy is fine. But once you've done with it, take a moment to organize everything. Your space represents your mind, and you want it to be clean and organized. When your surroundings are tidy, it's easier to focus, feel calm, and also be productive. Here's another benefit if you keep your space clean. Guess what? You would never need more time to do deep cleaning because it's already maintained. And let me ask you this question. Imagine it's your birthday and your roommate or your friends decided to surprise you by going into your room suddenly. Would you rather they see a room that is clean, organized, or something that looks like a bomb just went off? I would tell you I would prefer a clean room, okay? So start small. Clean one area of your space today and see how it transforms your mood and also your productivity. Before we move on to the last habit, I want to take a moment to thank you. You've made this far. You're just part of the small percentage of people who stick until the end. And that shows your real commitment and I truly appreciate it. If you're enjoying until this far, make sure to give me a like and subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you. Now let's move on to the last habit. Habit number 10. Never stop learning. This is the last but yet the most important habits that you can start to develop. It's how you grow, improve yourself, and set yourself up for success in life. For example, watching this video is a type of learning. You are learning how to build habits that will change your 2025. But learning can take many forms. You can learn how to do public speaking, building a high income skill, or develop other specific skills that will lead to the success of your life. These skills and knowledge are invaluable. Here's the key. Learning doesn't stop when you graduate. The real learning is the kind that you do for yourself, and that's what makes the difference. I live by this belief every day. I'm always learning, whether it's how to grow my YouTube channel, how to develop a more positive mindset, or how to grow as a person. Every bit of learning is like planting a seed that your future self will thank you. Here are some ideas that you could start doing to learn. Number 1 is take seminars. You can start learning by experts through the seminars. Number 2 is listening to inspiring people. I like Tony Robbins. You can also listen to TED Talks and other leaders. They are a really good source for motivation and knowledge. Third, you can take online courses. Build that specific skill that can take your career or personal growth to the next level. Question for you. So what's the next skill or area that you want to start learning in 2025? Think about it. Make it your goal to start planting those seeds today. Let me know in the comments what is that one skill. I'm excited to hear. Now, let's quickly summarize everything that we talked about today. Number 1, wake up early. Number 2, exercise. Number 3, read books. Number 4, meditate. Number 5, journal. Number 6, set goals. Number 7, self-care. Number 8, save money and spend wisely. Number 9, clean and organize. Number 10, never never stop learning. Now, if I had to just highlight a few points, I would say this. Make time to read, set clear and achievable goals, and always keep learning. These habits will have the biggest long-term impact in your life. And finally, I want to take a moment to appreciate you. The fact that you watched this video until the end and are willing to reinvent yourself in 2025 says a lot about you. You're taking the time to invest in yourself, in your growth, and I believe you'll come out this year even more smarter, effective, and you will completely transform. People around you will start noticing these changes. But remember, this is internal work. It starts with small daily habits